Hi, welcome to Old RC Curations. Well, today we got the WPL c24R, the little Toyota pickup. So anyway, hi there, welcome back. Well, we got the truck apart. A lot of screws to take it apart. Well, that's about half a dozen screws. So that's what the body looks like, if you didn't know. So yeah, it's interesting for sure. You gotta cut the wires. So here's a chassis to a model. So it's a good kit. It's a good model, but I've thought that this truck actually resembles more a 1/12 scale, just because of the size of it. I think the labeling for it for 1/16 scale is wrong, because I have built 1/16 scale models and they're not as big as this. They're actually quite a bit smaller. So I suspect this is actually a 1/12 scale. So, anyways, doesn't really matter. But here's the chassis. It's, it is what it is, right? For the price that you pay, actually quite a bit. But there's tons of room here to improve on this model. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our own frame for this project. Probably end up using the axles off it, and different tires, of course. Making our own scratch-built transfer case for it, and motor. Could be scratch building a motor for it too. Well, just casting it from another project. So yeah, there's going to be some 1/12 scale model parts on here too. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Monogram. They make the 1957 Chevy, or you can use any other model, 1/12 scale model. If it has a V8 in it, so if you want to make a 4-cylinder, you can take parts and pieces from that and cast them, and you put them into a model like this, right? So anyways, yeah, so we're going to put this frame away for now. So we'll be coming back to use, well, probably end up casting the axles, because they're kind of not very realistic. I mean, basically do your research, and I don't think Toyota would use such beefy axles like that, and they would never use this kind of link suspension. It'd be, I think some of the older Toyotas were leaf spring. I have to do some research on that, but anyways, there's lots to do, lots to convert, and stay tuned for updates on that. But being I do build scale models, tear this chassis out of here, show you guys something. So this is a really good reference point for this. I'm going to cut this off here, hopefully. Yeah, stuff. So anyways, here is the chassis. This is actually, it's a Nissan pickup, Datsun pickup. A little bit modern. This is, well, that's a Toyota, of course, but probably around the same. Probably around the same year, roughly. The frames would be quite similar. Here's a frame. So I'm going to replicate this frame in plastic. So my material of choice is going to be PVC plastic. Well, I just take some PVC pipe, some heavy wall. They call it Schedule 40. It's the heavier stuff. And I'm gonna make my frame. So to 1/12 scale. So that'd be pretty interesting to get that going on there. At least this is a good reference point to know how the frame rails go originally. And it basically gives you all the information in there, but where the transfer case goes, all the cross members, gas tank, all sorts of stuff, right? So, and also the model gives you lots of information on where the leaf springs and everything, if it is a leaf spring, because I know some four-wheel drive vehicles, they have a different kind of front end on them other than the leaf spring. They have some different suspension parts. So the model is a good reference point to that. So, but yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So it's a fairly high detail kit, really, but it's screaming for a modification big time. So all this back here is going to have to be all modified and cut and put a piece in there. Of course, the guy can probably do a little bit more with the interior. Cut that and bring it out, bring it down a bit, give it some bit of realism. So yeah, there's just so much you can do with this. Like I said, this kit here is going to be turning into a stationary model, because by the time a guy puts in a couple hundred hours or 100 hours into it and does all the little things you want to do to it, you don't want to be taking it out in the dirt. So not this one anyway. Yeah, so here's the box. It's got to be modified. Gotta take this stupid thing out of here, right? So I will show how of course, in real life, the cab would be mounted, have its own separate mounts on the frame. So that's where this comes in. And it shows you where the mounts are on the frame to mount the cab to the chassis. So we're going to try to replicate that as best we can. But there's a lot of detail in here. So, but yeah. So anyways, that's that there. That's my next project. And stay tuned for updates on that. And we're going to be using our model here, the 1/24 scale Datsun kit, as reference to build the Toyota pickup. So